Okay. This book, page 2, 3, right? Yeah, page 3. Short on Zumba. On Kendra Rohe Hon Pe Mama Subhava Shuddha Harva Dharma Subhava Shuddha Dong Be Gan Le To Be Na Mong Le Chu Yong Shab Si Me To Bo Na se che cha xie zi ro mo jia gu san chu chi da wu dong son kang dur jie nian ju ma tang kan zhu so ji bar jin yun chu chi zan me jia wen ben za argam a hong wen ben za ra ba din a hong wen ben za ra bu be a hong wen ben za ra du be a hong wen ben za ra a lu ge a hong wen ben za ra gen de a hong wen ben za ra ne ve de a hong wen ben za ra sha ga page 13, Juksum, Shoda Juksum. 13, yeah. 13, 1, 3. Song Jo Zhe Zhe Po Zhang Po Ne De Xie Du Jian Chang La Sur Wan De Ni Min Kan Yin Ta Be Po Zhang Ne Jia Se De Lo Ba La Sur Wan De Se Tong Jian Song Da Bu Po Zhang Ne Ken Chuo Na Ru Ba La Sur Wan De Rang Lu La Gu Da Be Po Zhang Ne Song Jiu Ju Be La Ma Tang Ba Tang Za Ju La Ma Nan La Sur Wan De Rang Sen Ju Gu Do Ba Ra Qin War Jin Men Tun Jiang Zi Po Zhang Ne Den Song Jian Zu Zo La Sur Wan De Jie Nian War Jie Chuo Nam Xie Wa Zang Chuo Zang Tu Mong Wu Zhe Za Tu So Yin Nam Rong La Tian Ba Jiu Xian Pian San Ba Qiang Ba De Nian Jie Xian Jie Dun An 显电三八嘎瓦的三千仙女大女所显遍三八相八的念劫现劫的阿兰中显电三八嘎瓦的三千仙女大女所显遍三八相念劫现劫的阿中显电三八嘎瓦的三千仙女大女所Om Subhava Shuddha Sarvada Asubhava Shuddha Om Banya Shuddha Sarvadharma Banya Shuddha Om Yoga Shuddha Sarvadharma Yoga Shuddha 谢遍阿界颂界切对别求那谈界东巴尼特修阿爹耶昂列红谢就别多耶拉耶拉。大耶扎瓦提耶切罗特耶切门巴拉松文可罗耶列琼琼扎瓦托特索天卡呀。让天家切不舍半边那左边马连大万年让来年马旁见诺威等让先把总的永久南克塔切拉达阿让尼多杰南就更多嘛阿那多尼玛bom杰塞金巴拉阿扎耶见松车将结瓦贼那他也是怕些我这着托康啊见我这接着呗啊 谢日见安详心，家业这够用别多善那，这么卡张卡真难给过，扎兰吉心觉周郎色见，那不下别公心用将为，卡的康松颜色南家园，让流连把人没碰问难修，的我王帮都结帮我嘛，年个有眼界忙我么，过我身身中间嘛干么，这我身身中间嘛什么，接受红红扎金嘛将个，眼拉别别春天家有个，堂前写家家一这个，用多张自己多刚我见多些家家这些。见算这这么卡张卡，下月公天用将卡的接受，当年都见年就是三年手，就就马儿不得我身前的，我这就去家万可堂前，多些年就难把见长秋半的松。我本在我的黑撒巴的巴的二干巴的不为对为阿鲁根根那为的。就 sem je chu jun ane karara ten be de ton ye she je ane jo ma ni ran ten ni me shu za Sarva sabare vare neve de barne za soba wan sarva da da ga da ban za vara he sabare vare shabda 觉当你着所学为别。过了千年觉我藏，觉南滚接同多学，往萨瓦达达嘎达阿弥拉嘎，日本自然所巴，哎玛果让耶梅别内。来耶尼波公耶巴，阿特尼乔巴千波đề，阿桑耶南耶多耶巴我呀就变的马多耶巴摩拉尼强三楼。把满几天松永现界美多瑞别望主界，当今今界滚顿白马多界仙摩耶，多界天马美邦仙界我多。望自有为见，都将变不然自满皆是容为莫扎吉所吉拉丁吉别帕罗雷加玛南巴加玛木巴吉吉人当木巴吉巴摩多杰巴摩南觉仙摩多别望修马拉让你多杰南觉马塞就就马波梅可热德瓦邦当耶瓦尼灭吉巴愿他人安真永登可殿当萨摩梅格长月我在公修帕就这讲三对三真拉天的中巴，这句同啥这东西？你没？
So in English.
你没？
Clearly appearing in the form of Vajrayogini at my navel, in a fire red Dharmodaya ring, is a red lotus, and at its hub a sun mandala with a red bomb, encircled by the mantra garland, which rotates to the left while its seat and seed syllable remain unmoved, as it circles with great force and speed. Light rays stream out, making offerings to the noble ones, and purify the obscurations of wandering beings. songs. The light gathers back and then dissolves again into the mantra garland, causing the bliss emptiness to blaze. Om,
Sarvam Buddham Rakineye Banzavananeye Banzamberuzaneye Sarvam Buddham Rakineye Banzavananeye Banzamberuzaneye Sarvam Buddham Rakineye Banzavananeye Sarvam Buddham Rakineye Banzavananeye Sarvam Buddham Rakineye Banzavananeye sarvam buddham rakine Vajravanane Sarvam Buddham Rakine Vajravanane Sarvam Buddham Rakine Vajravanane Tabsana lozi. Tabsana lozi. Sarvam Buddham Rakine Vajravanane Sarvam Buddham Rakine Sarvam Buddham Rakine Vajravanane Sarvam Buddham Rakine Vajravanane Sarvam Buddham Rakine Vajravanane Vajravanane Sarvam Buddha Sarvam Buddham Drakineye Vajravananeye Vajraberozaneye Om 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 Ve 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 Sarvam Buddham Drakineye Sarvam Buddham Drakineye Vajravananeye Vajraberozaneye Om Om Be 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 Sarvam Buddham Drakineye Vajravananeye Sarvam Buddham Drakineye Vajravananeye Vajraberozaneye Om 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 Be 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 Sarvam Buddham Drakineye Vajravananeye Vajraberozaneye Om 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 Be 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 Sarvam Buddham Drakineye Vajravananeye Vajraberozaneye
Vajravananeye Vajraberotaneye Om Sarvam Buddhadagineye Vajravananeye Soha Om Sarva Buddhadagineye Vajravananeye Sarvam Buddhadagineye Vajravananeye Vajraberotaneye Soha Om Sarva Buddhadagineye Vajravananeye Vajraberotaneye Om Soha Sarva Buddhadagineye Vajravananeye Vajraberotaneye Sarvam Buddhadagineye Vajravananeye Vajraberotaneye Vajraberotaneye
Sarvam Buddhanda Kine Vajravanane Vajraberojane Om 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 Be 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 So Sarvam Buddhanda Kine Vajravanane Vajraberojane Om Be 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 So Sarvam Buddhanda Kine Vajravanane Vajraberojane Om Be 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 So Sarvam Buddhanda Kine Vajravanane Vajraberojane Om Be 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 So Sarvam Buddhanda Kine Vajravanane Vajraberojane sarvam buddha jagine ben sarvam nane ben zambero zane Om pi 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 so ha. Ja, da trzeba do Juna.
Okay. Do you have them on your phone, Elizabeth? Because I'm not sure that I got my phone. Kimzania Kappa curious. Thank you. I have a clarification question from the teaching on Wednesday. I recently started the preliminary practices of Guru Yoga and Vajrasattva with Chakrasambhara sadhana. Drupana stated on Wednesday that the Vajrayogini sadhana can be used for Guru Yoga. I have heard that it is recommended to work with Heruka Chakrasambhara for 2 years before moving to Vajrayogini. May you please ask Drupan if it is okay to use Vajrayogini for the preliminaries, since she has been my morning practice for the past few years, and I would like to continue with her. Dene de chi kongso tes go tomyo sarwa. Gayan sana chi gi lame naujor Guru Yoga Nangshin Gom Chogre La Sung Yorwa.
Can you let me? You don't let me.
De Pena Dovena Domachi Gombe Kala. Lame Nojen
Lama in the near to it.
Dinda Nangshin Lame Naujor Chabi Yorwa. Yinian Kongso Kare Koyere Sena. De Pena Lame Naujor Gisa Drawochine. Dini Dorje Naujor Machi Chogre, the Druta Dorje Naujor Machine, Dini Lame Naujor Gom Chogre, Sungyo Sare, Samgyo Sarewa. Dini the, let's see, Dini me the Ngonro go to Yore, Tata di Sheta Dutu Madone, Ngonro go to Pare. Dini Sowo Dorje Samba, Dang, Lame Naujor Gongiore. Yena Yang Di Dang Yamdu Dimcho. Choga Chegiore, the Tessa Kogamado. Dene
Kogamado Sena
Naran Kogamado. Kongi Gains and a Dimcho
Yamnachiura
Drupta Chene, Dene Lame Naujor, Dang, Dorje Simba Gongiore, La Fiora. Dene Dundati Gandre and Bagaya Pohako Gomendo. Dene Garci Chirang Sungpa Nangshin de Yena Dene Dorje Naujorma Lame Naujor Chepe Kapla Dorje Naujorma Gidupta Chena Digirebe Dene Kong Ngoma Koyore de Demcho Lo Ni Demcho Nyamling Chene Nimba Zade Dene Di Gingona Demcho Gom Gogere Dene Di Jela Dorje Naujorma Gom Chogere Denda Nangshin Konyo Dene Dorje na jorma ngundo chebe kala dorje na jorma gomna digirebe lo ni ringtong la shoke rere la nyamling chegiore dorje na jorma ni nyamling mambo chegi
oh that is ngundo kana lewa ngundo gombe kala ngundo de kare na tra jin na ri ina da kahi na anze 남의 조건 예담 구매하다 용도 아니면 돼서 가히 도리네 조 구매하다 린도 하고 랑 예담 권은 남의 조 구매하지 여러 어떤 요리 대나 가서 다다 대공 가지고 그로 소치나 때문에도 남의 조 대고로 남의 조 가나 뭐지 남의 게 대고 이셔서 오라 대강 예담 공도들라 와 대치게 와 대치는
디칼라 뎀초
디다다 뎀초라고 공나를 겨지로 Demchorwa, I think I'm going to Demchorwa. What's a cheat in that Harrison? Tene kazan de lab so te lab shows. So sem te nyamle gan ne lama ina tar ne to reswa. Te lama yedam yer mi ban resku. Te lab show man te lamen ne jon sablo res lab jam is. Mundu ji ya. Tene te ji tene da tambo te de lab na.
So if it is that you're practicing ngondro or the preliminaries, then it's important to do the ngondro according to, how it's traditionally done. Like if you're doing ngondro, you're doing ngondro. But there is actually a ngondro practice, a guru yoga that's part of the preliminary practices or ngondro practices in the Nyingma tradition, where when you practice guru yoga, you are visualizing yourself in the form of Vajrayogini. But in the Drikung Kagyu, this is not how it's practiced. We're visualizing ourselves in our ordinary form and visualizing the guru. But in the main practice, so once you finish the Drikung Kagyu preliminaries and you move to the main practice, when you get to the Forakaya Guru Yoga, then you are visualizing yourself in the form of the Yidam deity. So in the Drikung Kagyu tradition, this is as Chakra Samvara. Like in the five, according to the fivefold, like in the context of the fivefold path of Mahamudra. So when he said the other day that we can practice Vajrayogini as Guru Yoga, he wasn't saying kind of like in place of the Guru Yoga practice, like the preliminary, Ngondro Guru Yoga, but he was saying that when we're practicing the Yidam deity, when we have the understanding that our own mind, the Yidam and the Lama are an indivisibility, then it becomes a form of Guru Yoga. But it's not like you can practice that in place, in the place of the traditional Guru Yoga. Di insara di ngoma ko nyong demcho lo ni nyamne chene adni digi jela torjena
ta chepa shira yo mare sta chepa yo mare demcho nyamna chidina jikware isra so jitang nyamna ze chidu dam te so kumkin da cha this man rina nyamna mas chi thya pen dembo cha thya pen ra ta chepa shira ja ma dos ina da da nge anti lamen ne yo ga yedam gumya ze te no 지금 좀 공부 착전해 제조제 요아 디난 공부로 대단 등상 믹싱 공부로 지도 간다 요 말와데 디난은 제 라면에 저가 예담 공제 어떻게 라想的话这拉都是那种的公熊那秋的话的这大家我做第公主机系统也配些有马的大忙些个点这个话我听着呢我的
So gongda yang char de
지금 좀 착전 제조제 요아 디난은 공부 제 테오리 공부 가르쳐 돌셈 꿈대제 면제제 라면에 저 수업 요러와 원라면에 저가 라 예담 공부라 그러 하다 도전에 조금 쇼사를 배제 공부는 그래서 이나한테 다다 공부 지도냐 믹스 그런 공부 지야다 소셜 공부 진 공부 당도냐 요 말했다 내가 된 공부 들어 당겨와 공부 쉐요라 점로 면제다 어더라 당시로 네 레제제 공부는 so the mondo changka zaya tendu so sha le yo mare te medu te ne tata ji do nya se ja yo mare
So then regarding what you mentioned here about how it's recommended to practice Heruka Chakra Samvara for 2 years before practicing Vajrayogini, so there's really actually Vajrayogini and Chakra Samvara are both considered to be Yidam deities. So it isn't like necessary to practice Chakra Samvara prior to Vajrayogini. So you could, it's more about really familiarizing yourself with the practice of the Yidam deity, whether it's Chakra Samvara, whether it's Vajrayogini. Here, one in the co-emergent Mahamudra, which is comes from Lord Jigten Sumgun, there are the preliminaries to that particular text, and the structure of the preliminaries is different from what we're used to. Usually we have the 4 preliminaries and the accumulations. In this case, it's Vajrasapa, mandala, and then Guru Yoga. And in that context, when practicing Guru Yoga, you are visualizing yourself in the form of the Yidam deity. And so, like, for instance, in that context, you could practice yourself in the form of the Yidam deity and practicing the Guru Yoga as the preliminaries to the preliminaries to the main practice of Jigten Sumgun's co-emergent Mahamudra. But in the fivefold path of Mahamudra, if going step by step, through the stages of the path, we have, the four preliminaries and all the accumulations that go with them. In the case of the co-emergent Mahamudra, there's not a number of accumulations connected with the preliminaries.
Pumba lame sanje rembo che joba lame tamjo rembo che andremba lame gendu rembo che jamne goncho somla choba mbu. Ja, dine.
Next question. I do not have a Kapala. Can I use a cup and a few drops of strong alcohol diluted in water as my dutsi nectar? Dini midi Kapala yuju marwa? No, midi. Kong tuba yo marwa. Dini porba chek. Dini
porba chantu dano.
Re jatong sa ro pechina. La?
Porba zi jano manzu ya ta marwa porba. Tu sa ro. Kam dong ro.
Kap dawo. Re. Dini di ara tes chuk chea di nang la lukna dini du si nang shin che chogrebe.
Ndikse ta ka ba.
Di kap tes mixer dawo go grebe.
Mixer go ma ti na yon dus chumen da yon di stop dini de mi kwa re so.
So he said, yeah, sure, you can do that. And I asked, shouldn't it be like a special cup? And he said, it's okay, actually, you just put a few drops of the like dutsi chumen, the blessing pills, in the cup with the alcohol, and that's fine to use it like that. I am doing the retreat online and have never done this type of retreat in person. Where do you put the torma after you're done with the hand offering section of the sadhana?
How's that?
I think when you say torma, you must mean the tormas of the hand offering little tormas. So I'm just going to assume that. Dini de data mi de nga cho nyam du zoom la yorwa dajala dini kong so de dinda nang shinge nyam nen chen yo mare thingda bore dini laktor yorwa dini laktor de sarana de dini de torma de so gapar jaya yore
ana torma kharjon choya so
bache tor de laktor lagyo sarwa laktor
soha
mare de
laktor sen lakpe
chuba
lakju de det såna på gris. So
you put the tormas, the little tormas, button tormas that are on the plate, I think that's what you're talking about, into the soak. Actually, you put them in the soak. And they become the nature of attainments or cities, so then you can eat them. And I think that's all that we have online.
That's awesome.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's all.
I heard something in what Drupal was describing earlier about the visualization with chakra samvara in it. However, I don't know if I misunderstood him because there's not that written in the sadhana to visualize chakra samvara. So I'm wondering if I misunderstood
I
something.
think I'm not sure, but maybe were you thinking about when he mentioned all of the different deities of the directions, with the animal heads and all of that?
No, I think it was when there was field of accumulation.
Oh.
In the middle there
maybe.
Chakra
Dini Chigi, was it today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How's that?
Dini the Diring Chi Demcho Gikorla Chik Sung Yorowa Pacher des Soshing Katla Sung Yosarawa. Yiniang di Sungne Tesogo, Tom Yore, Gain Sena Din Nangla Demcho Gikorla Gang Tongju.
Ale, te demcho da pamo de ji ba wa. Ye te soxin gang te de da de zang wen chou ba de gang la. Soxin han mo te zo dem da zo wo te. Demcho ye biang wa. Wa de zo wo te la ten. De demcho ye yang ba xiu bi ten de chang jiu de tong de bi chou ba. Te se la son te. Je dang demcho ye de ke zang la yin ba. 도리제 방문 많이 투표하죠. demcho ju dan 투표를 어때 demcho다 방문이 뭐지? 도당 보면 대통령이 미 직반으로. 지 나와야 동바 용음슬람도 다지도 다다 방문을 지나 다다 가정소 카름된도 같은 야 해르가 송쇼레스.
So first of all, Chakra Samvara and Vajrayogini are an indivisibility. So they're a single nature. And it is, he was mentioning it when he was talking about the field of accumulation. There's that section where we have the field of accumulation generated in the space in front with all of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and the objects of refuge. And as the Yidam deity, central in that field of refuge is Chakra Samvara, who's actually indivisible from Vajrayogini. And so he did also specifically mention it. He said when he was talking about the secret offering, and he mentioned the four dakinis, and the four dakinis dissolve into the Chakra Samvara Yavyum, and this gives rise to the meditative absorption that is the union of bliss and emptiness, and then that becomes the offering. So always, actually, if you have Vajrayogini, Chakra Samvara is there. And vice versa. So in the case of Vajrayogini, so actually remember he also mentioned that Vajrayogini actually comes from the Chakra Samvara Tantra. And so the Vajrayogini is holding the Katvanga, and the Katvanga actually represents Chakra Samvara. So it's called the hidden Heruka. So that Katvanga is Chakra Samvara. So Chakra Samvara is part of this.
I have a few questions.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I didn't. There was something I didn't say. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm sorry. I just didn't finish what he said. So he said what Chakra Samvara represent is the union, the indivisible union of appearance and emptiness. So the appearance is the yab, or the male, the Chakra Samvara, and the emptiness is the yum, or Vajrayogini. So the indivisibility of appearance and emptiness. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Thank you for doing your job so well for us. Can you hear me?
How's that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first question is kind of related to this. So after the 16 offering mudras, we do the inner offering and the secret offering and the offering of suchness again. So do those previous visualizations in the field of accumulation apply here, or is it just like take it as it is? That's my first question. My second question would be,
I'm so sorry. Can you just repeat that one more time?
yeah, for sure. So before the mantra recitation and before the 8 verses to Varahi, we do the offering of suchness, secret offering, and the inner offering again. So do those previous visualizations during the field of accumulation apply here, or do we just take it as it is?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's my first question, but
Chupa yorwa pena chupa yang de nga ma dangne gingona chupa yorwa pena de
나 말한 것은
na nyemba
아래요. 너도
ini de chupa yorwa
그래.
amo chudo ki chupa
그래.
kasoba de
그래.
chinan sang
아, 그래. 어,
Dini di kala yang soshing mikba cheria yorebe.
저
Soshing chikba.
저거 지금 안 왕 클래스 저셔서 말해 왕 클래스.
So the offerings that he thinks you're referring to are actually at that time they're not being made to the field of accumulation, but actually to the empowerment goddesses. Right? Is it in the context of the empowerment?
I guess it's after that because the inner
Tell me,
offering
let's
is
say what page?
yeah, so 23 through
아,
25.
이제 왕 클래스 저래서.
So I guess it's after the empowerment.
22, Nishitsani.
23 and 25 through 25. Yeah.
Nishitsasum. Nishitsajibar. Oh, the inner offering.
Yeah.
Omahu. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the inner offering.
들어봐.
Yin yang dikatla di pera soching yang mikpache di urebe gain sana ju.
왕 클래스 손서 왕 클래스. 왕 강들이 여러.
So he said, yeah, this is actually being made to the empowerment deities.
Yeah.
In the form of the gurus then. So like Marpa, Milarepa, Gampopa, Pagmodrupa.
Right. He
알레 테도레 라마 지바.
Re lama.
아네. 다지 나티.
Yeah.
나초로 라메 지바도라 초쇼사라.
Yeah. So he was referring to the ones before that, but right, the inner offering here with the these are made to the lineage lamas, but dikatla yang sokshin kumso sokshin nangshin go.
首先的是我们都是了，首先的是听过的了的，简单的监督啊，我这个都是那叫嘛，他说什么监常设监督啊行。
So actually, so
我这提纲在网上应该给钱了，我做
Karela?
网看的。
So yeah, it is like you're visualizing the field of it. You can visualize the field of accumulation there because it is you do also invite all of the Vajrayogini together with the retinue and all of the lineage lamas and such. And so yes, obviously when you're doing that, you're offering to the lineage lamas.
Okay, excellent. And my second question is on page 29, in the little footnote on the top, it says blessed by sprinkling water nectar and nectar on the totema. So I'm guessing the second nectar is Dutsi, right? Like in the Kapala, and the water nectar is from the Bumpa. And I don't have a Boompa, and I'm not sure what the constitution of that water is. So is it okay if I just use like water with a bit of the blessing pills in like a random container? So it's a follow-up to the Kapala question, kind of.
Dini de pena shodang nishita gula formala chap tang dutsi din la cherwa.
그래.
Dini chap tang
bombe choti.
dutsi bombatu
찹스는 bombe choti. 두세 가발라 나초 되지.
la so dini kong hako yerwa. Dini de korang bomba
요 말에
dini
셔dim라고 요는 되게다. 미나.
yeah
셔름라고. 요지로 알아.
He said you can for in lieu of a boomba, you can use like a crystal vessel or a glass vessel.
그래.
The chu the young gande zoko gre pen.
추도 우리가 나 저상도 있어.
Then did chumen young luju.
미나 되게.
Mena did.
정나 군제가 세도 어떻게 오늘 이제 대다까지 하고 와.
So he said, you usually the base water is water with some saffron. So it's saffron water, so you can do that. And then he said it's not necessary to put the dutsi pills, but you can. If you want to, you can. But it's not necessary.
정나 bombe zinga 요레스 오나 야보레스.
Bumba zinga.
zinga.
Oh, but actually it's better if you do, because then but it's also okay if you don't. So he said, then it's endowed with the 5 substances. The water, the blessing water has the 5 blessing substances.
Okay, thank you so much. I forgot my last question, so thank you.
That's it, right?
Are there any other questions?
Yeah, Imani. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So my question is about bliss meditation. So after practice, when we are overcome by strong aversion to something, such as a scary dream, or something makes us angry, or something seems unsafe. How do we approach that from the perspective of tolerance? How can we transform that, or how do we handle those things?
Dini di jito kala yurwa
Jito.
tunsam. Dini tunsam ka si di nyamling yapo do yogi onayang de tunsam de tun barla tunsam la dini samsam la nyumo va shukjimbo lang yurwa dang sim shu yang na de shenang rawo pana milam shenang sapogi milam rawo yang na de meche de control langya ki dreams into na dini ngato de gandri nyamling che go gare pana sanga ki gone samlo thangna ngato de gandri che ju gare dikala
ta jidang malam dang rwa malam se zai xin ha malam se de rang ma rob den la gwa
well
te chi de ne de 可是这当学当者是让那在没在控制学让，把说你给控制让东呢，那个是怕要想的这个是要，对这东让马地呢，
yo sana te
냥马地呢，这反正从那这个是开始呢，学当做体育人不的这个嘛的是，这些就得把先做个的是，你看上怕要那这个也是的，你们其中那个过学当或我大呢，学当他让去马做吧，啊过这个弄。
So he said, well, with regard to the dreams, dreams are illusory and they're just dreams. So, you just sort of like see them as not really having any substantial nature. They're illusory in nature. If there's a situation like somebody makes you angry, it's advisable to sort of avoid them, to not spend, to not get close to them, to kind of like keep your distance, because anger is temporary. So if you kind of like let it be, then it can dissolve. But if you're kind of putting yourself in a situation where it's getting triggered again and again, then it'll just keep it going. So, and then of course, if you're able to, then you should you can look at the anger and see the empty essence of that anger. And then it's liberated in recognizing the empty nature, the empty essence.
Okay, I think you've already answered the question earlier when you talked about the indivisibility of Chakra Samvara and Vajrayogini, but I'm going to try to ask my question anyways to see if it's right or wrong. So how important is the idea of the embrace and thinking about the union of bliss and emptiness? Is it like okay, or is it wrong to think of oneself as like a solitary practitioner, let's say a Vajrayogini, without a consort or without the embrace? Or is the embrace necessary to the bliss to understanding of the idea of bliss of an emptiness, union of bliss and emptiness?
Then the pena de tong yer me ba gingo de toya gi chidu pena nune de pena dimcho ka la yang de yun zung yoroa then yun de zunga de ke chimbo rebe pena rang chipu
当然可以好说呀，没啥好讲。然后就不光求了，这通说说是要直接要说说你们来起呢，想跟那老多呢，并且这通解决啥的话，所以我这怎求也没有你这都把说这他们得求多，我这开始呢，这通也嘛这吧， 총쇼를 다 sempre 뭐 어때 대화 동반이 스피바레스 어때 야 말이야 총쇼레스
So, yeah, absolutely. You can visualize yourself solitary. And in fact, it's not like we're using the embrace to generate bliss and emptiness. It's that actually that is what, when you realize the true nature of your mind, that is the union of bliss and emptiness. So actually it is there in just in oneself. It's not like you need some external thing. And so when you realize the true nature of mind, naturally there's the arising of the union of bliss and emptiness. And so that's what the embrace symbolizes. The embrace symbolizes that indivisibility, that there's never, that emptiness and bliss always come together, that they're indivisible.
야真的他吃吧有点没拿他对你把它
Say that again?
How does a Vajrayogini practitioner practice during death?
Dini dorje na dorma nyamling chicken she wake out la kande nyamling chicken ko
10회搞了
pongna.
나 10회搞这块的话在多少年就往那些你们来去当忙去这块的话这希望拿了就当真呢10회搞了咱那就别想了咱多少年就嘛养过的节点走光过的把在多人这些的话这7万从学的这错了这种我是从7万我是下片真的这错了对他상원所见多상보 상원 지리这活动从学他活动我这活动我是过那这样说我这里说지리也当借给了吧我这这结巴这这从学了结巴这7와 축活动弄7와7와 축活动弄结巴这个是的所见我写的那一点所的内容说吧 대충 거 저도 냠냠서 치토나 되고 랍초나 치와초 그거 세토야 어떤 드라마 거네 와서 제 마중나 어떤 놈 그티가는 세 예담사가 듣고 없네 예담사가 듣고 없네 되네 제 예담사 제람 때문에 제 어떤 놈 좋고 좋더야 어쨌든 이 드라마 좀 제와 그세다 제와 소지에네 되네 제 소소 제네 야보제 상하도 제 티고당 치바 这娘们俩去呢，这是爬什么节特别节吧子，我这里在娘们俩去特别，我这里从学啥的，我这趟到这俺说娘们俩在开始去呢，只有我花都讲有学啥了吧，可从开始嘛在种啊，mix 的在做是开始呢，开始嘛开始种是呢，但俺说西头什么节的的学那么头学种干了，忙不年学噻，可以搞来看不，可呀搞来看不到种多。 이나 다들 도루 지년 효사. 그래서는 확자샤 그랬어. 확자샤 그 활도 강라. 배면서 참마 샤르고 그랬어. 대중에 티년 효종수. 배상자서 활도 강 상조를 송나 티케 대류화 샤르고 그랬어. 내가 충충적으로. 我从这是做的了，但那就草马提纲差了，那会都讲下红做的是。他上去金白当送呢，他那个什么了？
Dini samsam la shargi ore.
티草马下，没些人开始用的草马下红做的是，没些人没提开始呀，都开始用，咱那上去做的那啊，他都讲下红做的是。
Samchu.
但上去你妈上去先送下红个的是，我都讲你妈的开始用的草马下红个的是，啊，不懂。
Hama gona chicken geroa.
没些当然。
So
他话都讲了，那个呀都没在这里开始呢，怎么下入个的？是我下入个的是，他那你妈的卡拉的啥呢？这上去的送那提怎么的了？下入个的是这样子，还过个的是，对，还过懂吗？
ni marere la.
你妈的这辛苦，你妈的退休的那个开始用呢，给这那个开始用呢，提怎么下入个的是？我都呀，就那呀在花下都现在都花下。 我这怎么他没在这里开始嘛？怎么这就是开始来开始嘛？没在那了。我这怎么下来没有？就这两年工资在秋天年都就跑下下子来上，这几个钟多少？这俺们现在在说说。
So My notes are all over the place here.
아,
It's okay, I'll piece it
아,
together.
고소.
하고서.
음,
So he said, the death process is like it's the same, with all practice in terms of, like the advice for how to practice and how actually that benefits us regardless of the practice that we're doing at the time of death. And in particular, when we're practicing the generation stage, in this case, Vajrayogini, when we do the dissolution, this is also helping to establish an imprint for the time of death that corresponds with the time of death, and recognizing the nature of awareness, the true nature of awareness at the time of death. If we're able to do that in the dissolution stage, that will be of great benefit to us at the time of death. And so every aspect of the practice is actually planting seeds that will help us at the time of death, whether at the moment of death, in the first stage of death, or further along when experiencing the stages of the bardo, or even taking rebirth. So, for instance, it is said that if we recognize the true essence of awareness at the time of death, if we recognize that first window for liberation, then that is liberation through recognizing the Dharmakaya, or it's Dharmakaya liberation. In the bardo, if we are able to generate ourselves in the form of the Idam deity, then that's the Sambhogakaya. There's the potential to be liberated within the recognition of the Sambhogakaya. If we then are able to practice the generation stage in the bardo of becoming, then we can actually take rebirth as a like nirmanakaya emanation, so that we're born in a good place where we will are there conditions for us to meet with Dharma, to meet with secret mantra Dharma, and to practice and to possibly fully awaken in that life. So there are all of these different potentials that come from what we train in during our lifetime through the practice. And really, actually, any practice that we do has this same kind of function. So it doesn't matter, what the practice is. So he said, oh yeah, just going back a little bit, because yeah, he said, so for instance, the best option in terms of the three types of liberation, Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, Nirmanakaya, is Dharmakaya, because then we, don't go further into the experience of the bardo. The bardo doesn't even occur, actually, if there's liberation through Dharmakaya. But then he said also, Garchen Rinpoche, he found this to be really like it really resonated for him. Garchen Rinpoche was recently saying that, he's listened to so many Dharma teachings and from so many great masters, so many great teachers, and some of them are really hard to understand. Like he said he doesn't feel necessarily like he understood it all, but he knows that there's a very positive karmic imprint through all of those activities that will be of great benefit in the bardo, because everything that happens in the bardo, and this is so interesting. It's almost like what we hear about in near-death experiences in the West too. He said everything in your life sort of shines in your mind at the time of death. Like even the small things like going to the bathroom or eating something, it all goes very quickly in the mind and kind of shines, forth in the mind. You remember, what do we call that? It's like a replay. What's that? Life flash. Yeah, your life flashes before you, right? And so everything, all the big things, the small things, and so everything that we do, all the Dharma activity also is part of that, which is actually really, really beneficial at the time of death, all the teachings that we hear and so forth. And so he thought that was really, that just was really poignant to him.
지당 단 거치는 뭐지는 가두이나 냠냠지 마치도 그러와. 가두이나 무슨 뭐지 가르치는 뭐지 냠냠 나도 그러와. 다 치. 가르치는 뭐 가두이나 냠냠 나도 그러와. 근데 저희는 알아서 ngāndōng tā lāb shū zī kirwa. Kārsi nā tā sēn māyīn chī kūrēs, shū chō sām nō mē, sāmbā xēmbā mā jū lē, shū tū nyān dīn sē sām nō tī gāng rāng rō kirwa. O tā tēn rū chī kūrēs ngā rāng sō lā tī sām nō. Yā rō mō chī kādū nā gōm jāb dī rā rā kirwa.
So, really, actually, Garchen Rinpoche is, he thinks that that's really actually just his like compassionate instruction for he said people like us, because
Tē tū ngē kāng sō, tā yī ngā sō lāb shū zī
so he said he feels like, it was for him and for others, but not for Garchen Rinpoche, because Garchen Rinpoche is always practicing. He's just like his entire life is constant practice, and he doesn't like have distraction even for a moment. So that's really true practice, is when you're not distracted even for a moment. And so, for him, there's no issue, for the at the time of death. But for people like us, then, for instance, hearing the Dharma teachings will be of great benefit when our life flashes before us in the bardo.
Tā rē sō. Tā I think okay.
You think okay?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, we had one pretty good question. If I don't know if we're done yet, but may I ask it?
So are there two questions or one?
Yeah, I think he's.
No. Yeah, it's just one. It's just one. Yeah, okay. So this is from JR. At what point does a practitioner move away from doing Vajrayogini and into practicing Mahamudra or Dzogchen? Do you first have to accomplish Vajrayogini practice and only then move into Mahamudra? Or do you continue to do your Vajrayogini sadhana and just add Mahamudra to your daily practice?
Dini di pena dordena dorma nyamlin chekiona. Dini di da nga pache dik song. Da nga chacha chimbo gongo, yangna dzogchen gongo. Dini di dutu lepa yimba gande hako gare. Dini yang pena garsi de pena sang ma ne dini da dzogchen chikbo yangna chacha chimbo chikbo gom. Yangna di gyundu dorje na jorma da dung drupta chene. Dini yang pena dzogrem katla chacha chimbo gom na tenda gyundu chegi urebe yangna nima chekta.
제통 돌리는 내죠 마 그런 공디나 되겠어. 저도 친구 알아서 쌤 내가 공통나 가서는 나통 이미 공부와 나매 차라 차라마 공부 차라 라지 마저와 그 나통 이미 되게 저도 친구 알아서 쟤네 그 세우 공 텔때 바토선 텔하스 다 공도 야다 서지 말해서 너도 조렘가 제 샘디 스파 마주가 샤난 데인지로
Excuse me. So he said, actually, yeah, there's no need to like stop practicing Vajrayogini in order to practice Mahamudra, because like practice Vajrayogini itself is in essence Mahamudra, because it is the union of appearance and emptiness. So when we have a really, really clear visualization, and that visualization is united with the recognition of emptiness, and the mind becomes very, very stable, and it's really no different. It's at the union of the generation stage and completion stage. So there's no need to like stop the practice and go to something else.
Dante.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Was it
It's actually better to meditate it on it being the same color as the deity.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is. Yeah, okay. Then talking about these Saturday to switch it out.
So we don't have a lot of time. We'll just do a little bit of mantra recitation and then we'll do the talk.
Sarvam Buddha Kineye Banzavananeye Banzaderozaneye Sarvam Buddha Rakine Banzavanane Sarvam Buddha Rakine Banzavanane Banzaverozane Sarvam Buddha Rakine Banzavanane Sarvam Buddha
So
sarvam sarvam Sarvam
From the bomb light radiates and the outer world and contents melt to light, which is absorbed into my body. I dissolve from the bottom and top into light, which dissolves into bomb. The body of the bomb then dissolves into its head and its crescent moon, then into the Tigle and Nada, which becomes luminous emptiness. Once again clearly with one face and two arms in the illusion-like form of Vajrayogini I arise.
Shoulder, page 35, hands over.
35.
一起走同学，我忙人吃吧，他妈就给我买回，赶紧买来我。가슴도 마마라 소도 메도 초든 데리도 마마네 소다 빠나 약간 말해 주시나
In the center, Om and Bam transform into a red Vajra Varahi. Hang and Yom become blue Yamini. Rim and Mom become white Mohini. Rim, green and yellow Samchalini. Hong Hong becomes green Samdrasini, and Pepe the smoky Chandika. On the finger from Oma is white Vajrasattva. From Namahi arises Alo Vairochana. And from Soha, who is red Padmanateshvara, from Bokahe arises a deep blue Heruka. Hong Ho transforms and becomes orange Vajra Surya, and from Pepetang there comes a green Ayagriva.
Om benza argan badin bube dube alogen gande nevede shabda badin zasoha.
The glorious Vajra Dakini, universal queen of skyfarers, embodiment of the five wisdoms and three kayas, you who protect beings. I pay homage and extol your praise. The Dakini
Shen Shen Wang A Hong, Hong Hong Wang A Hong, Pi Pi Wang A Hong, Anon Ha Wang A Hong, Nama He Wang A Hong, So Ha Hong Wang A Hong, Ho Ka Je Wang A Hong, Hong Hong Ho Wang, Pi Pi Han Yo Hong, Om Bang Om A Hong, Han Yong Om A Hong, Shen Mo Om A Hong, Shen Shen Om A Hong, Hong Hong Om A Hong, Pi Pi Om A Hong, Ha Ha Om A Hong, Nama He Om A Hong, Sadhu Samaya Bazara Sadhu Dino Badi Chandri Me Baba Sudu Kayo Me Baba Subu Kayo Me Baba Aniradu Me Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Braya Karma Sucha Me Zidang Yin Guru Hong Ha Ho Bangame Sarva Data Gata Banzara Mame Banzara Baba Ma Samaya Sadhu A Om A Hong Hong A Om.
It is on my hand is of into me.
Karen Rose, Anne? Daisy? Maybe, yeah, just when this so, okay? This one, okay. So that did no, Karen Rose. So, yeah, okay.
Put it in the silk.
So not Palux.
You add it to the silk. Sangma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
O Kendra Rohe Wong Pie Womang Suba Ashuda Sarva Dharma Suba Vashudo.
From within the state of emptiness, Ramyam can burn up, disperse, and cleanse all impurities, faults, and defects of the Gana Chakra, all substances in a Kapala on top of a hearth of skulls replete with wind and fire are the soul contents as they essence of the 5 meats and the 5 nectars. As the wind blows, the fire is kindled, and they all become the nature of the 5 objects of the sense pleasures. From the syllables Oma and Hum, white, red, and deep blue light is issues forth, transforming them into an ocean of undefiled, bright gleaming nectar.
Om Ahum Ha Po Re. Om Ahum Ha Po Re. Om Ahum Ha Po Re.
Bliss on Almighty Vajradhara, and to all of you Kagulamas, I offer this ocean of nectar as the Gana Chakra offering to Jetsun Vajrayogini and the hosts of Yidams of four tantras. I offer this ocean of nectar as a Gana Chakra offering to Dakas and Dakinis from the 24 great sites and 3 abodes. I offer this ocean of nectar as a Gana Chakra offering to Dharma guards Mahakala and Dharma Palazachi and the like. I offer this ocean of nectar as a Gana Chakra offering to oceans of oath-bound attendants and all treasure guards and local gods. I offer this ocean of nectar as a Gana Chakra offering. May broken samayas be repaired. May misdeeds and defilements be cleansed. May fruits of the 3 kayas be gained. Please be fulfilled and please grant to us the empowerments and attainments.
Om Guru Deva Dragini Sarva Dharma Salare Vare Gana Satra Punzala.
Oh, okay. You want to
삽
do
제 동주지.
just one time.
We'll give you this big drum.
Oh, with the big
Better
drum?
sound, yeah?
Oh, better sound. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you do it? She gets it.
야, 이만 해, 너무 현.
Yes, yes.
Here, I can sort of do it with you to, yeah, because it's a little different. Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's the name of the
Oh, and also the people on Zoom, I sent it to Anila. Oh,
They have it.
They have it.
We
Okay.
uploaded it yesterday.
Okay, I see.
Okay.
yeah.
Can you clap the melody for me one more time?
The melody, you mean the drum?
The drum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dung, 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 dung.
And then it's
Vajra and the
and
lotus.
is it the 3 beats the whole way or 3 beats just in the chorus?
I mean, that's how I do it. Did you do it differently?
I didn't
We're
hear.
doing just the other in the verse.
Okay, so just do it how you think.
Yeah.
But you do it first, yeah. Dung, dung, dung. Vajra rests in the lotus itself, the field, the constant drumbeat resounds with compassion, not discord, for the gathering to unite. Untouchables are welcome. Very power diligently, and also drink lots of wine. Worthy companions enter, the unworthy excluded, for the gathering to unite. Untouchables are welcome. Anoint with a fourfold mix, musk, frankincense, and camphor, therewith flavorings and great meat. We also shall eat our fill, for the gathering to unite. Untouchables are welcome. Not hindering, coming, going, not thinking, pure or impure, bone ornament on body. At that place the corpse enters, for the gathering to unite. Untouchables are welcome. He said just once. He said just once. But we can do it 3 times tomorrow.
야, 다 소원지지. 소원지야 라 동동. 동왜 야 English.
As all seen phenomena are pure, cast away thinking that they are not. In the co-emergent essence where Brahmins, dogs, and outcasts merge partake, the dharmas of the bliss gone ones are priceless, free of desire, and stainless. To that essence fully devoid of dualistic grasping, I humbly bow.
Om Benzara Sadhu Samaya Manubalaya Benzara Sadhu Dinova Dichandri Jome Baba Kayo Me Baba Subhu Kayo Me Baba Anurado Me Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Varayasa Sarva Karma Sutsa Me Zidayi Guru Haho Bhagavan Sarva Gata Benzara Mamen Benzara Baba Ma Samaya Sadhu Benzara Sadhu Samaya Manubalaya Benzara Sadhu Dinavara Dichandri Jome Baba Sadhu Kayo Me Baba Subhu Kayo Me Baba Anu sarva karma sutsame zedang yang guru sarva dadanga banzara baba ma samaya sadhu banzara sadhu samaya manubalaya banzara sadhu dino barade chandre me baba Sudokayo me baba, Subokayo me baba, Rato me baba, Sarva Siddhi me barayasa, Sarva Karma Sutsame Zedanye Guru. Sarva dadangata banzara banzara baba ma samaya sadhu. This is a long left, page 20, 20 English.
In page 20?
Yeah.
For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya line, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru, who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drikungpa, great sovereign of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the Holy Land as Laryadeva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chodingpa, the heart son of Jigding Gompo. May the life of glorious Garjan remain steadfast for 100 eons.
Ah, okay, 你错。啊？그거 말해 나 이제 나.
Tempe pagyurju pancha peten Tenzin kipo san ten yon da kyam Tempe jedang atang jor page Tempa yun regne peta shishok. May the life of Drupan who glorifies the teaching be firm. May the noble ones who uphold the teaching encompass the earth. May the power and wealth of the teaching's benefactors increase. And may the teachings auspiciously remain for a long time. May the life of Drupan who glorifies the teaching be firm. May the noble ones who uphold the teaching encompass the earth. May the power and wealth of the teaching's benefactors increase, and may the teachings auspiciously remain for a long time.
Okay, 做下推动你呗。你哪这个？你像第16，等你把钱，你讲，就当这几个啥的，个别要说是，基本在收。这样的看家别嘛。
哦，咱们看见。
看家别，你个小弄的，干那个钱是吧？天的这个嘛。这么嘛。有的人给弄这样的，或者跟弄啊。
Thank you.
We're giving the Drupan song
Ngoma tino de mishima tredo dene go mishima la tengo gare samsung gain sa mishima.
제발 히라. 소소 되는 거 소소.
그래서 뭐 자야 요래 가인 쓰는가 타라 상친 만든다 체험.
제발 히라. 글쎄.
Oh, because they didn't with Zoom. Oh, okay.
글쎄.
Zoom komso jigi shatin do.
다 제대로 다 동만. 야야. 야야.
Tempe pagyo jupan shapetan Tenzin ki busan ten yon lakyam Tempe jedang atang jor pagye Tempa yung ring nipe ta shi shok May the life of Drupan who glorifies the teaching be firm. May the noble ones who uphold the teaching encompass the earth. May the power and wealth of the teaching's benefactors increase. And may the teachings auspiciously remain for a long time. May the life of Drupan who glorifies the teaching be firm. May the noble ones who uphold the teaching encompass the earth. May the power and wealth of the teaching's benefactors increase. And may the teachings auspiciously remain for a long time.
오케이. 소바.
Remainder.
그다음 나라 고바죠. 같이 내서. 또 캐나다 살아.
Canada 봐.
옛날에. 하고 있는 캐나다 살아.
So long time ago 요래 그 시라 제일 많아.
이제 고바 뭐만 이제 셔반 나 이제. 해만가 이제.
셔바.
이제 살아. 이제 근데 캐나다 우리도 와 있어서.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gee. komso 저랑 저만용.
너무 많아. 아. 세비트 좀别错。公司总没别想。Akaram Omna Akaram Kamam Sarvadama Adinuvena Dudam Omna Ahum Pisoha Akaram Kamam Sarvadama Adinuvena Dudam Ahum Pisoha Akaram Kamam Sarvadharma Adinuvena Dudam Ahum Pisoha.
Oceans of Dakinis with your chords, those who have arisen from mantra, those arisen from pure Buddha fields, and all those arisen from karma, roamers of holy sites and graveyards, ghosts and all earning these remainders, come here and enjoy these splendorous scraps. Please help us, yogis and retinues, to pacify adverse conditions and obstacles. Help us to achieve the four enlightened activities.
Om Sarva Ka He Uze Chambale Uze Chabaja Page 29.
29.
29. Om Kendra Rohe Hum Pe Om Subhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Subhava Shuddha.
From within the state of emptiness, a top wind fire and a hearth of skulls, is a skull cup bearing qualities, red inside with white exterior. Therein from within Ashu and Ma arise the five ambrosial nectars. From Nago, Kuha, and Da appear, five meats which they mark, and the wind stirs, fanning the flames which intensify, causing the contents to melt and boil. From the three syllables light rays stream, drawing in divine wisdom nectar. Through this Samaya and wisdom merge, and the nectar becomes a vasi. Gagulamas yenam deities of the four tantras, especially Vajrayogini and all the rest, emanations and the multitudes of secondary emanations, all the five classes of Dakinis. I invite these guests to the Torma.
Om Benza Arale Hom Za Hom Ba Ho Banza Dakine Samaya Sadam Drishaya Ho Om Benza Arale Hom Za Hom Ba Ho Banza Dakine Samaya Sadam Drishaya Ho Om Benza Arale Ho Za Hom Ba Ho Banza Dakine Samaya Sadam Drishaya Ho.
All the guests have Vajra tongues of light, through which they draw nectar and enjoy. Om Guru Devan Sarvan Buddha Dakini Sabare Vare Edam Balinda Kaka Kahe Kahe. Om Guru Devan Sarvan Buddha Dakini Sabare Vare Edam Balinda Kaka Kahe Kahe.
Sabare vare edam balinda Om sarva tathagata sarvarahe sabare vare argam bade bhave duve aloge gande nede
All thoughts none remaining are conquered, becoming great compassion's display, thus achieving all beings' benefit. To Sri Vajrayogini I bow.
Om Kandaro He Hum He Om Subhava Shuddha Sarva Dhamma Subhava Shuddha
From within the state of emptiness, a tap, wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls, is the skull cup bearing qualities, red inside with white exterior. Therein from Mubirashu and Ma arise the 5 ambrosial nectars. From Nagokuha and Da appear 5 meats which they mark, and the wind stirs, fanning the flames which intensify, causing the contents to melt and boil. From the 3 syllables light rays stream, drawing in divine wisdom nectar. Through this Samaya and wisdom merge, and the nectar becomes a Vasi, Kameshvara, and others of the sort, guardians of the directions with their retinues are all invited.
Om Dashadika Loka Bala Sabare Vare Argam Bade Bhave Duve Aloge Gande Nevede Om ka 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 he sarvaya charaja sabudame beshaza umata avamaranda kanda kene hadaya emambalinda hanendu samaya Mama Sarva Siddhi Medrayanza Yademba Yadekaza Vervada si su kan be shu da za sa ha ye ka ha wen du hong pi so ha on ka 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 he sarva ya cha ra cha sa bu da ha be da be sha za wa ma da ha wa ma ran da kan da ki ne da ba ni de ne du sa ma ya ra du sa va se se su kam de shu da ya sa ha ya ra ba man du ho ho he pi ho ha on ka 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 he sa wa ya cha ra cha sa bu za me sha za
Spirits guarding the directions and local protectors, gods and nagas, spirits bringing harm and rakshasas, phantoms and those beings who feed on flesh, hungry ghosts and crazy making ones, forces who inflict forgetfulness, and swarms of mamos and dakinis. Take this torma as a proper gift and assist us yogins in our aim to accomplish great awakening, pacify all adverse conditions, along with danger and injury. Help us to successfully fulfill the four enlightened activities. Second line. All the worldly deities depart to their individual abodes. The wisdom beings dissolve into me. Ahom, 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 ahom.
PJ 호지들이 Om Benza Varahe Argam Vadin Buje Dube Alogen Gande Nevede Shabbat
The glorious Vajrayogini, universal queen of skyfarers, embodiment of the five wisdoms and three kayas, you who protect beings, I pay homage and extol your praise. The reliability of the deity and truth of Samaya, and the supreme authenticity of the words of her enlightened speech. By the power of these truths may I be held in your care, Supreme Goddess. May there be true plentiful well-being, no sickness and wholesomeness of mind. May we perfectly reach our desires, liberation and the like, and may abundant excellence be attained. May there be the auspiciousness of Vajradhara with the seven limbs and he who bears the nativity and supreme scholar, Naropa, and the one who speaks to languages of Dharma, Lord Marpa, and all lineage lamas of union. May there be the auspiciousness of Varahi, mother of all Buddhas, all the cities without exception of enlightened body, speech, and mind, attained by my siblings gathered here, the Vajra body of deathlessness, ornamented with the marks and signs, and attaining Vajradhara.
샤느라 오도 와나 가리 소리시. 스린다 가이 스린 사베지. 나 가는 거지 지금.
Jadse, kane.
네, 너 스린다 지금 사. 야, 오케이. This one, dedication 几点钟PJ 27 27
Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, root and lineage lamas, divine assembly of Yidams and assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, heroes and heroines, yogini and assembly of dakinis, dwelling in the 10 directions, please heed me. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all sentient beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of desire, hatred, ignorance, pride, and jealousy not arise within my mind. May thoughts of fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and through that may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May at death, may the torment of suffering not arise. May I not die with negative thoughts. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind as such, and the pervading clarity of Dharmata. May I, in any case, gain the supreme attainment at the Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Everybody, thank you. Good night.
So then tomorrow we'll reconvene again at 9 o'clock Chicago time.